up, cognac lovers? It's the Perks of Cognac, and today we are reviewing my prized possession of cognac. Me and my dad, when we went to Cognac, France, we stumbled upon a local, small, family-owned cognac distillery called Prunier, and wow, what a time we had. It was insane, and when we tasted this bottle, when we visited, I knew I had to have it. So today we're reviewing Cognac Prunier's Vintage Cask Strength 1971 Cognac. Let's dive in. The presentation of this is pretty crazy. It comes in this nice wooden box. It's pretty hefty. So you know you're getting like a really quality premium product here. It's just nice to be able to feel like you're opening something that's you know, nice and quality. Take some oomph there. All right, so when you open it, get the packet there. It's already opened. Enjoyed it. I got it a couple months back. It comes with a packet here. Huge wood block. Alright. Half of this is in French, other side English, but 1971 Petit Champagne. It gives us the tasting notes, color, and the palate, but we'll review our, give our own kind of tasting notes, but it's nice to have here. This is bottle 115 out of 400. So there are only 400 of these ever created. So quite rare, horribly rare, but I'm super excited to have this. Started in 1971, bottled in 2020 of May. 57% ABV, so this is quite hot for a cognac. Kind of a fun fact, most cognacs are at 40%. Not that it's a bad thing, but most producers believe that that's kind of the best to get out of cognac, and many producers, especially in the US, rarely ever put out anything above 40. In my recent video, the Hennessy Master Blender edition, that one's at 43%, which is quite rare for the American market. But overseas, there are cask strengths like this, but they are even rare. I believe less than 2% of cognac is in that cask strength range, so it's truly a treat to be able to have one here today. All right. Bottle here. It's beautiful, beautiful. As you can see there, 1971. Has a red coloring there. Got the gold wax all around. And I remember opening this. It was it was very dusty, really sticky. I can tell this was sitting for quite some time, probably for a couple years. So in their warehouse, so on the label it says Petit Champagne, Harvest 1971, aging in old cask, 400 liters, natural cask strength at 57%. Let's dive into it. You can do the honors. I can smell it from here, it's crazy. What we learned from experiencing some older cognacs is that it can be very, very aromatic. I mean, almost it's like you just fill up the room. So you can see the color here, like a deep amber, almost like a bronze. All right, we'll go to the nose. Cheers.
You can definitely tell that it's been aged.
A little subdued as well, the nose. It's coming off like a little bit cinnamon, but it's definitely one of those that it takes a little bit for that nose to open up because it is very, very old. But you can smell that wood influence, especially with the extra alcohol content. Yeah, this is something you kind of gotta, I would say you gotta wait on. This isn't something you just drink, it's something you savor. Kind of let the nose open up, let the cognac open up. What do you think? What are you getting on the nose?
Well, I'm definitely getting a little bit of the oak. So it's cask strength. You can definitely, I can tell that from the nose. It's not blended, as most cognacs are. It's very, very, very pleasing on the nose. You get that oak, but it's not something that's overpowering.
Yeah, also For some of you, maybe if you drink whiskey, bourbon has to specifically be put in a new barrel, but cognac doesn't have to. So a lot of producers like to use old barrels, used barrels, so they don't get too much of that wood influence.
Are you getting a lot of sweetness?
Yeah, I would say like a. I'm getting like a little like a sweet cinnamon,
Yeah.
almost like a sweet spice. It's nice. Yeah, I can't wait any longer. Let's go on to the palate. Wow.
What you know?
Wow. It's even hard to put in some words. Like the ABV comes off immediately, but not overpowering. Enough. It's like an attack almost, just straight to it. Like cinnamon, a little bit of fruit there, but man, it's just like straight in your face. This is it's like a blast of flavor, and the wood influence is definitely there. So I have definitely a touch of sweetness in the front, but it's definitely spicy on the back end. It's probably coming from the ABV. But man, that is, and the finish is still going. I can still feel it. Kind of little sweetness that kind of lingers. Man, that is excellent. Seriously, that's an experience.
Well, if I had to put a stamp on it, my words would be sweet heat. You get that sweetness, but you also get that heat. The alcohol content is there. It's up a little bit above what normal cognacs are, but as far as the palate goes, it goes across the tongue,
Nice mouthfeel.
and it sits there for a minute, and then the warmness just stays with you. I can still feel it,
Still.
in my chest, but not in a bad way. It's a real warming sensation. It's not overpowering. It's not overbearing. It's just a nice warm. It almost gives you like a fireplace type feel.
No,
Just get that warm, cozy feel.
This is definitely something I would enjoy with my hosts and friends, family around the fire. This is, like I said in some of my VS reviews, this is something I can see myself either mixing or sipping on ice near the water, near a beach, kind of just enjoying. But this is something you got to take some time with.
And just so you know, if you do choose to have it on ice, it will change the complexity of the flavor a little bit. I prefer it neat, but it's kind of like whatever floats your boat. But I find that with vintage blends or with XOs, if you add a little ice, it's okay. It's going to change the complexity of the flavor a little bit, but it still won't be a bad experience.
Yeah, it'd be a totally different experience. It might be a little more sweet, adding some of that ice, but there's so much flavor here. That neat is experience. Almost has burn like whiskey in a way, but very unique to cognac. Wow, this is excellent. Long finish, sweet heat. Yeah, 1971 Petite Champagne Cask Strength Prunier is perk approved. This is excellent. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you've ever tried Prunier's products in the comments. I've enjoyed everything I've had from them so far. Unfortunately, I can't get it here, but when we visited Cognac, France, we tried a various assortment of their products and loved every one in its own way. So, yeah, you guys have a great one.